When you think of classic ballet, you probably picture this traditional European style. Classic productions from Chinese ballet companies look like this. This one tells the story of Chinese female soldiers fighting back. This is about conflicts in an ancient Chinese large family. And this is a love story between young Chinese nobles. So how is it like to learn ballet in China? Because ballet is an art form that originated in Europe. For ordinary people, what's amateur ballet training like in China? Today, I'm gonna show you an amateur ballet school in Beijing. At the end of this video, I will also show you a dance performance by my daughter. She's a regular middle school student in Beijing. She has been learning ballet for a few years and is a total amateur. You can see what at the average level is for children in Beijing. First, let's look at this dance school. Across China, students in Beijing have a pretty big advantage when it comes to learning dances, because the National Ballet of China is based here. The National Ballet runs lots of training schools with around 20 to 30 teaching spots like this in different communities across Beijing. This is the one I drive my daughter to every Saturday. It's been open for 7 years and it's the closest one to where I live. Over the past 7 years, I've taken my daughter here for classes most Saturdays. As she has gotten older, her class time has gone from 1 hour at the start to 1.5 hours every week now. This is what the inside of the school looks like. You can see classrooms of different sizes. The area where the school is used to be a factory. In recent years, factories have gradually shut down or moved further out. So old factory areas like this have been turned into creative industrial parks. This building is a 3-story structure converted from factory warehouse, and part of it is rented to this ballet school. The outside still looks like the old factory warehouse, but now all the spaces are offices for different companies and businesses. The area in the middle is the parent waiting zone. There aren't many parents here today, but sometimes it gets totally packed, especially between classes when everyone's switching over. People are coming and going non-stop. There are 2 changing rooms at the back. Kids are running in and out, and you can see tons of parents, moms, dads, even grandparents. There are screens outside all 8 classrooms, showing live footage of what's going on inside. Oh, but I absolutely love seeing kids like this. They come with their mom or dad to drop off their older sisters, but then they could hang out on their own and doing reading, which is such a precious habit in this time of mobile phone. Well, speaking of mobile phone and the images and TikTok or videos, you can see lots of performance photos from the National Ballet of China here in the teaching area, kind of advertisement as well as kind of testament of the quality of the training. Students here get quite a few performance opportunities, and they can even be in official ballet production, playing the roles like children. This is the biggest classroom here. You can tell it's usually split into 2 separate classrooms, but when they need to rehearse group dances, they can combine the 2 into 1. Well, overall, it's just a simple teaching space. The whole place is supposed to be managed by a professional cleaning company, but sometimes I think it could be a bit cleaner and tidier, especially the toilets, the down-to-earth atmosphere that you could see everywhere in Beijing. Back to our original question. How does China's ballet system train different students? The National Ballet of China has been experimenting with all kinds of stuff because they just can't keep putting on European classic shows like the Nutcracker, Don Quixote, and Swan Lake forever, right? They also figuring out how to tell Chinese stories using ballet, because ballet is not only a classic art form, but also there's contemporary and modern art form. But the basic ballet training is still based on the Western system. Now, the ballet training has become its own independent industry, a really unique business. For kids learning ballet as a hobby, a small number of super talented kids would get picked up by ballet companies when they are really young. You really have to get started early in this field if you want to go pro. Parents in different countries, I think, is kind of people think that would help for their development, personal development. Dance training business has become a separate business. There are different kind of competitions or contests organized by the training schools.
时间是最客观的见证者。
我是4岁学的舞蹈，现在10岁了。我学了6年。我从4岁学的舞蹈，现在已经8岁了，已经学了舞蹈4年。我从3岁开始学舞蹈，已经
Take
学
my
了8
daughter, for
年。
example. I've had her keep learning ballet for 7 years, and now she's in middle school. Joining competition is just to give her more life experience and make her life more fun. She's totally amateur, and we didn't expect her to be a professional at all, and she knew it as well. And that's why she only has class once every week. We basically just see it as a form of physical exercise. This clip is from her performance at one amateur competition of 2 years ago.